Hey, welcome to Sing and Cook on Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana, and I'm here with a recipe which has been requested a lot from all over the world. It's one of my favorites because it's hyderabadi, and that happens to be my, close to my heart. All the recipes that are hyderabadi are really close to my heart. And this one, because it's a vegetarian recipe, very unique. Let me also share some details as I go through the recipe along with you. So, what you require for a Mirchi ka Salan is some peanuts, coconut which is dried, not fresh, dried coconut which is grated now. I've scraped it here, and some sesame seeds. But I'll not add the sesame seeds now when I'm dry roasting the peanuts and coconut, because sesame seeds tend to get roasted faster. So here on a low flame you need to saute the peanuts and coconut. And what I've got here, I've got a pan up on fire, some oil, around 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. What I'll do is I'll fry these chilies. Now these are those chilies that we call in India as Bhavnagari mirchis. These are non-spicy chilies. Across the world they would be probably known as jalapenos, and non-spicy here. While the oil gets hot, keep sauteing this. Now this looks like little light brown. Let me add the sesame to this and put off the fire. Now this is nicely roasted. What I'm going to do is grind this into a fine paste with little water. So all this into the blender. I'll add some water to this. Water in this, and this goes for grinding. Let's check in between. Grind it to a fine paste. Now the paste is ready. What I have got here is a wok with around 3 tablespoons of oil to have the chilies fried. What you do with the chili is you keep the stem intact, but you slit them. Now you have a choice to stuff it, or you can just use them plain. Some people stuff it with some purado mixture. I'm just keeping it simple because in Hyderabad they generally don't stuff it. So you just slit it, because when you fry it in oil it would burst, and if you slit it, it would not burst. So this is kind of a safety measure. So the oil is here, chilies into the oil. Let this get sauteed for some time. I've got another pan here on fire, some oil, around 4 tablespoons. Now this recipe definitely requires a lot of oil because you have a thick mixture which absorbs a lot of oil while cooking. Now I've got some beautiful array of seeds and spices here. I've got saunf, aniseed, I've got fenugreek seeds, I've got cumin seeds, I've got onion seeds, kalonji as it is called, and I've got mustard seeds. Now, let me toss this here. Now, all this will go into this. Half a teaspoon of fenugreek, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds gives a nice sweet flavor to this. Half a teaspoon of the onion seeds, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and half a teaspoon of mustard seeds into this. All seeds into this dish gives a beautiful aroma to this. All the 5 seeds as you add them to hot oil. Now next, around 20 to 25 of these curry leaves into this. Quickly add around 2 large tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. Beautiful fragrance. You get the fragrance of all the spices that you have added, curry leaves. Now saute the ginger and garlic for some time. Quickly add in green chili paste that I've got here. Green chili paste, 1 teaspoon of the same here. If you like it spicy, you can add more of it. My chilies, quick toss here. See them getting colored nicely. They're nicely getting cooked in this wok. Good fragrance of the chilies, as you fry them, you get a great flavor. Put the fire off and keep it in this hot wok here. The ginger garlic paste and the green chili paste is now sauteed for around 2 minutes. To this, I'm going to add tamarind. Now I'll quickly tell you the ratio also so that you make a note of this. For cooking mirchi ka salan, what's very important is to note the ratios. And let me tell you, as a chef, everybody tells that Indian food does not have ratios. And I strictly disagree with anybody who tells me this. Now, to make this dish, you close your eyes and follow this recipe in this ratio. For the paste, if you are taking 100 grams of coconut, the dried one, you need to take 100 grams of coconut, you need to take 100 grams of peanuts, you need to take 25 grams of sesame seeds. And when you blend, the tamarind that always goes with this is around 75 grams of tamarind into this. So that's the ratio. You must remember this ratio. You will never go wrong. To this, brown onions made from 3 large onions into this. Quickly, we'll add all the dry spices. I've got cumin powder, equal quantities of cumin and coriander powder again in this. So 1 teaspoon of cumin powder into this, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, large one actually, and around little less than 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Salt to taste, some red chilli powder, so around half teaspoon of red chilli powder, not too much of it, because I don't want the salan to be red, and it's never red. The salan that you get in Hyderabad is generally yellow. Now to this mixture of onions and tamarind, I'm going to add my paste. Wow, look at the paste, look at the paste. Beautiful flavor, nutty and coconutty, that sounds great. And now this paste, I'll cook until it becomes like a lump and oozes out oil. That's the time you would know that the paste is ready and the salan is ready. Post that, you can add water and add the chilies to it. It's beautiful. The mirchi ka salan has a unique flavor. It's little sour, it's nutty, it's got the fragrance of curry leaves. If you just omit the curry leaves, probably the taste will be absolutely different. So you cannot miss on any ingredient that I've added here. You need to have all the ingredients to make a beautiful salan. And salan in Hyderabad is generally an accompaniment for all biryanis. So salan is an integral part of any biryani. The salan and the burani raita is something which goes along with all biryanis. Now this paste is getting cooked nicely. Slowly it will form a lump and ooze out oil. That's the time I would know, yes, the paste is ready. Maybe you're doing at home on a medium flame or a slower gas range or a smaller gas range, it would take little longer a time. So the other trick is to note that if oil oozes out from the gravy, that means the gravy is ready. And there's always an option for you to taste that. Nobody stops you from tasting while making the food. And you would know at that point of time, yes, the spices are cooked. So this is now getting to form into a lump. You see the paste is kind of easily rotating in the pan and it does not stick to the pan anymore. The paste is releasing the oil now, so it's almost ready here. I've got my chilies that are fried. I've got the paste ready. Now, since this is a gravy dish, I'll add around 2 cups of water to this. The yellow color is just beautiful. You see the specks of onions, which is what I like. I don't like to grind onions in this gravy. And believe me, none of the Hyderabadi ustads from whom I have learned this recipe add onion paste. It's a must to add onions that are brown and remain whole. They would kind of, dissolve in the gravy slowly as you keep cooking them on slow flame. The gravy is now almost come to a boil. What we'll do is, we'll add the fried chilies to this. Wow, look at this. Beautiful, isn't it? Unique. I mean, people get afraid by seeing this chilies, but they are not spicy. The gravy along with the chilies is now coming to a boil. I would love to have the chilies soaked and cooked in the gravy for around 2 minutes because the fragrance of chilies will get incorporated in the gravy. Finally, I've got some garam masala here. Let me put the garam masala. Give a final stir. The mirchi ka salan is ready. It's quick and simple, but it's got some tedious mise en place. Mise en place would mean pre-preparations to be done before you actually cook this gravy. But believe me, once you have learned cooking it, you would always love to cook it for your guests, for yourself, or whenever you do a biryani. Mirchi ka salan, the way I have done it, just follow me on YouTube.